Welcome to all of you. In this lecture, we are going to study the circular time shift property of the DFT. Along with the derivation, we will also go through few problems related to it. So let us start with the property derivation. The statement: if DFT of x of n is equal to x of k, then DFT of x of n minus m with respect to n is equal to omega n mk into x of k for all the values of k ranging from 0 to n minus 1. Let us start with the proof. So this one is going to start with the inverse DFT representation. So define the inverse DFT. We are going to have x of n is equal to 1 by n summation k is equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of k omega n minus nk for all the values of n ranging from 0 to n minus 1. Just make a comparison of what we need to prove and what we are having in this IDFT expression. So we are having x of n and we need to have the realization x of n minus m with respect to n. So we are not going to get the final answer in the single step. We need to go through two or more steps. So in the first step, let us have a substitution. Let n is equal to n minus m. By substituting in the place of n minus m, we are going to get x of n minus m is equal to 1 by n summation k is equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of k omega n minus of n minus m into k. So let us expand this Twiddle factor. After expanding the Twiddle factor, everything else remains as it is. The Twiddle factor is expanded. Omega n minus nk, omega n plus mk we are going to have. Now this time shift is always circular in nature. Therefore, we are going to have a representation x of n minus m with respect to n. That is the circular property representation we are going to have, or circular representation we are going to have of the time shift property. That will be equal to 1 by n summation k is equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of k omega n minus nk omega n mk. The right hand part remains as it is. Now the left hand part we are going to keep as it is. On the right hand part, if you make an observation, so from 1 by n up to omega n minus nk, it is just nothing but the IDFT of x of k representation. But we are going to have one more term, the Twiddle factor omega n mk, an additional term we are going to have. Therefore, in complete we can represent this one as the IDFT of x of k multiplied with omega n mk we can represent. Therefore, we are going to have this expression x of n minus m with respect to n will be equal to IDFT of x of k into omega n mk. Now by taking DFT on both sides, we are going to have DFT of x of n minus m with respect to n will be equal to x of k into omega n mk. Based on the specific problem that has been asked related to this property, sometimes we make use of this realization and some other times we make use of this type of the realization. So this is the one that has been asked with respect to the statement of the time shift property. Therefore, we have proved the time shift property. Now let us go through few problems related to time shift property. So this is going to be the most simplest problem with respect to this time shift property. Let us go through the question statement. Find the 4-point DFT of the sequence x of n is equal to 1 minus 1 1 minus 1. Also, using time shift property, find the DFT of the sequence y of n is equal to x of n minus 2 with respect to 4. So which are all the given parameters? Note down. given x of n is equal to 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1. Also the sequence length is being given, that is represented here as 4 point DFT. Therefore the sequence length n becomes equal to 4. So two parts we are going to have. In the first part we need to calculate DFT of the sequence x of n. That's the first part of the calculation. In the second part of the calculation, for this y of n we are going to apply the time shift property, and without calculating a straightforward DFT we are going to calculate the y of k. So given y of n we are going to apply the time shift property and we calculate y of k. That's the second part of the calculation. So let us start with the first part of the calculation, that is DFT of the sequence x of n. So x of k is defined by summation n is equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of n omega n n k for all the values of k ranging from 0 to n minus 1. Since n is equal to 4, we can make use of the matrix relation of the DFT. So here we have applied the matrix relation of the DFT. So we are going to get the result as x of k is equal to 0, 0, 4, 0 we are going to have. This is the first part of the calculation. Now let us go through the second part of the calculation. So in the second part it has been given y of n is equal to x of n minus 2 with respect to 4. So what we require? Time shift property. So that is being taken over here, and also x of k values we require, just now we have calculated, and that is also we have taken over here. Now applying DFT on both sides and by circular time shift property. So it is asked to calculate, given y of n, asked to calculate y of k. So the only procedure is apply DFT for this one. So we are applying the DFT for that. So DFT of y of n will be equal to DFT of x of n minus 2 with respect to 4 we are going to have. Now the left hand side is nothing but it's a straightforward DFT of y of n is always equal to y of k. So that's what we have taken it as directly y of k. On the right hand side, now this right hand side part is comparable with the time shift property represented over here. So DFT of x of n minus 2 with respect to 4 is comparable with this part. So by comparison we can identify the value of m is equal to 2 and this capital letter N value is equal to 4. Now instead of this DFT of so and so, we can simply replace that by x of k into the Twiddle factor. That's what has been done over here. Instead of this, by applying the circular time shift property, we have converted that to x of k into omega 4. In place of m we have substituted 2 multiplied with k. So we have got the expression for y of k. Now keep substituting for k from 0 to 3. So that's what has been done over here. At k is equal to 0, so y of 0, that will be equal to x of 0 omega 4 2 into 0. So that value will be equal to 0 into 1, that will be equal to 0. This x of 0 is nothing but whatever the x of k we have calculated from the first part of the calculation, the same value we have taken over here. At location 0 we are having the value 0, so that's why the 0 has been substituted here. So similarly at k is equal to 1 we are going to have 0, at k is equal to 2 we are going to have 4, and at k is equal to 3 we are going to have the value 0. So y of k now is equal to 0, 0, 4, 0 we are going to have. Let us go through one more problem statement. Let x of k denote a 6-point DFT of a length 6 real sequence x of n. The sequence is as shown in the figure. Without computing the DFT, determine y of n whose 6-point DFT is given by y of k is equal to omega 3 to the power 2k into x of k. So few things we need to observe. DFT of a sequence. The sequence is not given in a straightforward manner. So the sequence is of length 6 values and all are real values, and that is given in this diagram. We'll go through this diagram later. In the second part, so given x of n, we are not supposed to calculate x of k in order to identify the y of n. That's why in the question it has clearly asked without computing the DFT. We are not supposed to calculate the DFT. Without calculating the DFT, we need to identify the solution for this y of k. So without calculating in the sense, so it is applicable to make use of one of the properties of the DFT. In this particular case, we need to apply the circular time shift property. So now let us go through the solution. In the first part, we must first identify the sequence x of n, a 6-point real valued sequence we need to identify. So that will be available from this diagram. We had already gone through this type of diagrammatic representation, so we can easily identify. X-axis is the n values we are going to have, 0, 1, 2, dash 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 up to 5. So total 6 values we are going to have. The amplitude of each of them is nothing but the value of x of n. Therefore at 0 the amplitude is equal to 1, so we have written it as 1. At location 1 amplitude is minus 1, so minus 1 is being taken. Like that for 2, 3, 4, 5 we have taken amplitude is 2, amplitude is 3, then 0, then 0. So we have got the x of n from the given diagrammatic representation. Now the length of the sequence, that is also being given, length 6 real sequence. So length will be equal to 6. So that also we have got. Now what else is being given? Y of k is being given. Y of k is equal to omega 3 2k into x of k. That is being given. We need to calculate y of n. So let us go through the solution. Let us start with the solution part. So given y of k is equal to omega 3 2k into x of k. So from the previous slide, so we have got x of n and n is equal to 6 has been taken here for reference, further reference. Now starting with the solution. Y of k is given, asked for y of n. So what is the procedure? We need to take the IDFT of this given expression. Therefore apply IDFT on both sides. So IDFT of y of k is equal to IDFT of omega 3 2k into x of k. So in the next step, we are now concentrating on the right hand side rather than left hand side, because IDFT of y of k, it is always y of n. But on the right hand side, it is not possible to make a straightforward solution in continuation, because the length of the sequence is given as 6, but this twiddle factor is not representing the length 6. It is saying the length is equal to 3. So what is the procedure? First convert this length 3 to the length 6 so that we can apply the circular time shift property. Otherwise it is not possible to apply the time shift property, because whatever the sequence length that has been given, that must match with this twiddle factor representation, because the time shift property says it is x of k into omega n mk is going to say this n is nothing but the same value what is the length has been given, n is equal to 6. But with respect to this question, they are not given it in a direct form, they have given it as 3. So first we need to convert that into the 6. How to make the conversion? So that is what is being represented over here. So this twiddle factor has been taken out and is being represented over here. Convert this into the exponential form, we are going to get this one. Now how to make this denominator 6? Multiply and divide this power value by 2. Multiply and divide by 2, that is what is being represented here. So multiply and divide by 2. Now we are going to make a multiplication over here, so we are going to get e to the power of minus j 2 pi 4k divided by 6, right? 3 into 2 6, and this 2 into 2 we are going to have the 4. Now this exponential converted to the Twiddle factor representation, we are going to have omega 6 4k. Now we are going to replace this omega 3 2k by omega 6 4k, because now both of them are equivalent representations. Therefore in this equation we have replaced this omega 3 2k by omega 6 4k. Now go through the time shift property of the DFT. X of n minus m with respect to n will be equal to IDFT of x of k into omega n mk. Now this right hand part of this time shift property is comparable with the right hand part of the given expression what we are calculating. So left hand part, it will be simply y of n, and this right hand part, comparing these two, I can write equivalent of this will be equal to this kind of representation. Therefore it has been represented as x of n minus 4. From where we got this 4? The value of m. Make a comparison. Omega n mk we are going to have. So omega 6 4. So 4 is nothing but the value of m. That's why here we are going to have, in place of this m, we are having the value 4. Now with respect to the length 6 we are going to have. So now we are almost at the end of the calculation. So now we have got the expression for y of n. So we are not going to calculate any DFT. Just x of n is available for us. So we are going to make a substitution. N is equal to 0 to 5, and we are going to calculate this y of n with the help of the sequence x of n and with this expression. Now this is what the expression we had obtained. So we can just observe the sequence x of n over here. Now at n is equal to 0, y of 0, that will be equal to x of 0 minus 4 with respect to 6. That will become x of 6 minus 4 we are going to get. That will be equivalent to x of 2. So answer is 2. So at location 2 of the sequence x of n, we are having the value 2. So we are taking the answer as 2. Remember, the value 6 we are going to make use of whenever this x of we are going to get some negative value. If we are going to get some positive value within this evaluation, then this circular property we are not going to apply straightforward. So here we are going to get x of 0 minus 4, that will be equal to x of minus 4 we are going to get. Therefore in order to convert into the within the range representation, we are going to make it as x of 6 minus 4. So that will become x of 2. So similarly at n is equal to 1, that is y of n will be equal to x of 1 minus 4 with respect to 6. We get x of 3. Answer is 3. So similarly at n is equal to 2 we got 0, n is equal to 3 we got 0, n is equal to 4 we got 2, n is equal to 5 we have got minus 1. Now making the sequence in one row representation, we get y of n will be equal to 2 3 0 0 2 minus 1. So this complete solution is of around 6 marks and has been asked in older question papers of the DSP. Let us go through one more similar problem what we have just solved. Go through the statement. Evaluate the following function without computing the DFT. The expression is summation k is equal to 0 to 11 e to the power of minus j 4 pi k divided by 6 into x of k. For a given 12-point sequence, x of n is equal to 847 minus 1 2 0 minus 2 minus 4 minus 5 1 4 3. So this has been asked in the previous question papers, a little bit older question papers for 6 marks once and 5 marks for one more time. Remember, the procedure remains the same as the one we have just now solved, but the number of points of DFT is going to be a little bit different. So here 12-point sequence they have given, and the sequence is directly being represented, and this expression is also being given. So these are the three given parameters we are going to have. So what is required? Just with the comparison we can identify 12 point are being given, and here it is being represented as 6. So what is our first priority? Convert this expression with respect to this length n is equal to 12. Therefore, this for the given expression, we are just going to take this exponential part represented over here. Then in order to convert this denominator to the 12, we can just multiply and divide it by 2. That has been done over here, and we have got this representation, right? So in place of this exponential part, now we are going to represent this, and the latest representation will be now summation k is equal to 0 to 11 e to the power of minus j 2 pi 4k divided by 12 into x of k we are going to have. So this is the first step of the solution we are going to have. Now getting into the next step. So in the next step we are directly going to apply the time shift property. So time shift property is DFT of x of n minus m with respect to n is equal to x of k into omega n mk we are going to have. So apply IDFT on both sides, we are going to get this expression. So now what is being asked for us and what we have to match with, that we need to identify. So it is not so that much straightforward we are going to have. So this is what is being asked. Calculate the value of this particular expression. So if we make a comparison of this expression with any of these, now it is not matching in any sense in a straightforward manner. So what we have to do, we need to take this into one step further and expand this IDFT realization. So if we expand this IDFT realization of the time shift property, we are going to end up with this representation, right? On the left hand side, by comparing with this, we can say m value is equal to 4. Therefore in place of m, it has simply taken as 4. N is the length of the sequence, that is 12, that is also being directly taken. On the right hand side, now we are going to have just expansion of this IDFT of x of k into omega n mk. And now little bit comparable with this right hand side part with what has been asked for us in the expression. X of k is there. Okay, we have got x of 3, x of k, summation range 0 to 11. Yes, summation range 0 to 11. So two parts has now got matched. And if we make a comparison with respect to this Twiddle factor after conversion of this into the exponential, yes, m value is equal to 4, yes, n value is equal to 12. Now this as well as this exponential are now comparable. Now which part is not present? So this Twiddle factor part is not available for us in the given expression. How to make elimination of this one? We must make this Twiddle factor completely equal to 1. How to make it equal to 1? Only one option we are going to have, that is power of the Twiddle factor, make it equal to 0. Power of the Twiddle factor, make it equal to 0. So in the power we are going to have two terms, n and k. For k I cannot make any substitution because k is associated with this summation. So I cannot substitute directly k is equal to 0. That is not possible. So the only left parameter is the n. So for n I can make direct substitution. N is equal to 0, so that this particular term will become equal to 1. If this one become equal to 1, then summation and onwards is comparable with this particular expression. So now we are making this term equal to 1. That is, need to make omega n minus nk is equal to 1. Therefore, put n is equal to 0 in equation 2. That's what I told. Now after this making this substitution, and there is one more scaling factor, we can have a cross multiplication of this. Now let us see that further solution in the next slide. Okay, now we are going to have this substitution. N is equal to 0 substitution, it has been done, and then all other values has been substituted over here. N value 0 taken here in the sense here also n will become equal to 0. So x of 0 minus 4 with respect to 12 will be equal to 1 by 12 summation k is equal to 0 to 11 x of k omega 12 minus 0 into k multiplied with omega 12 m value is equal to 4. So 4 into k we are going to have. Now this is equal to 1. So this term is eliminated and made it equal to 1. So now this part, the right hand part, we are going to have this 12 has been cross multiplied and now 12 is present over here. Now this part has almost resolved. So x of 0 minus 4 is x of minus 4 we are going to have. So negative term we have got. Therefore we are going to make that as x of 12 minus 4. So that is what is being represented over here. So x of 12 minus 4 will be equal to this representation. Therefore, this representation has been written first over here will be equal to 12. This 12 is nothing but the same value 12 taken over here. Of minus 5 is nothing but x of 12 minus 4 is x of 8. X of n sequence is given. From that sequence, identify x of 8 and that value is being substituted over here. So 12 into minus 5 we are going to have minus 60 as solution. So you have to take care that the input in the question is being in terms of x is given in terms of exponential, and we are going to make the solution in terms of the Twiddle factor. So it hardly matters either exponential or the Twiddle factor. There is a straightforward match we are going to make. So from that we can clearly say there will be no mismatch with respect to Twiddle factor and the exponential realization we are going to make. So you need not to make any confusion with respect to that. So let us have one more such problem statement. Given x of n is equal to 1 minus 2 minus 2 5 8 2, evaluate the given expression summation k is equal to 0 to 5 e to the power of minus j 2 pi k divided by 3 into x of k without computing the DFT. So it has been asked in the most recent question paper, August September 2020, 15 EC 52 subject code, asked for 4 marks. This complete solution is same as that as what we had just did. So there will be no changes in that. So therefore I am just leaving this for you to make the solution. Thanks for joining.